Good afternoon to everyone. I am Dharmendra Kumar, Senior Lecturer in Civil Engineering Department from IIMT College of Polytechnic. Today, I am talking about on the very important topic and using in civil engineering construction, lintel and arches. Lintel and arches. So, what is the lintel? A lintel is defined as the horizontal structural member. Lintel is the horizontal structural member, not a vertical member. Lintel is the horizontally structural member which is placed across the opening, which is placed across the opening, and the structure remain in the position by the resistance from the support. So you can say lintel is used upon the window and upon the door and any etc. So like that, the this is the very important thing for the construction work. And next is what is the arches? And arches may be defined as the for the mechanically arrangement of basis say blocks of stones and bricks manually supporting each other and supported at the end by the pair of abutment. And this is the very useful for the appearance, for the pleasing, and arches is structure that the spans space and supports structure and weight below it. And arches appears as the earlier the second millennium BC Mesopotamian brick architecture and their systematic use and started with the ancient Romans who were first to apply the technique to the wide range of the structure. So next is lintel. We will talk about the lintel. Firstly, classification of the lintel. So basically, classification of the lintel divided into following category and following type. You can see on the slide. So first type of the lintel, timber lintel, and second is stone lintel, and third is brick lintel, fourth is reinforced lintel, reinforced brick lintel, and fifth is steel lintel, and last is reinforced cement concrete lintel. So basically lintel is divided into six categories. So we will discuss one by one. So first timber lintel. So before the starting technique, easy construction is available in the timber lintels. So this is used in old time. So now this is not using. So timber lintel is also easily available in the hilly area and relatively costly, structurally weak and vulnerable to fire. And this is the very disadvantage for the timber lintel. Mm. Because this is very weak and vulnerable, and this is very easily decay and if not properly taken the care. So this is called as the timber lintel. You can see on the timber lintel. So this is the timber lintel. You can also see this is timber lintel, and using the wood, using the wood. Next is stone lintel. Basically stone lintel is using for the shorter span, for the shorter span by the greater thickness, by the greater thickness, and where stone are easily available, like that the stone is easily available in the Jaipur, Rajasthan, so in local area, and consist of a single simple stone slab of the greater thickness. We need a thickness of the stone greater than thickness, and without greater than thickness we can't bear the load without the thickness of slab. Due to high cost and its inability to withstand the transfer stress load, it is not commonly used. It is not commonly used. Basically, it is used for the shorter span, but not used for the longer span. So this is the not used the properly. And next is brick lintel. The bricks are required very hard brick and first class brick. You can see on this diagram. So brick is used this type. We can use the vertically, brick used vertically because not using the horizontally. The bricks is required first class brick and compressive strength should be 10.5 Newton per mm square and water absorption capacity is should be 20% of the dry bed, and this is the suitable for the small sponge. This is also the common from the uh, stone lintel, and this is also suitable for the small span. You can see on this diagram, this is the using brick in the brick lintel. This is used vertically, and we will use the first class brick, and we can check before the using brick size and shape according to the strength and durability of the bricks, and the bricks having frogs are more suitable, and frogs is the another size is hole in the brick called as the frog, and frog size of the brick 10 into 4 into 2 centimeter. So this is called as the frog. So you can see it, but it is used for the only small span, not using for the longer span. Okay, so this is called as the brick lintel. And next is reinforced brick lintel. Reinforced brick lintel is the very common use in the construction work for the large span and heavy loads. It is also used for the large span and heavy load, and they are reinforced with the mild steel bar. They are reinforced with the mild steel bar, and very commonly due to the durability, strength, and fire resisting property. And joint is also filled with the cement concrete. Joint is also filled with the cement concrete. You can see this is the combination of the steel and brick, and we can also fill the concrete in the gap of between brick and reinforcement. So you can see in this diagram, because this is the uh, commonly used lintels. This is called as the reinforced brick lintel, and this is very useful for the durability and strength. Next is steel lintel. Next is steel lintel. Steel lintel is a very common used lintel in the construction. It is used for the large span and provide at the large opening, and where the superimposed load are heavy. Where the superimposed load are heavy. So we need a steel lintel. It consists of rolled joints and either used singly or in combination of two or three units. And you have need the more thickness. So we can join to the 2 and 3 rolled steel. Okay, by the bolt. You can see the hole. It is made for the bolt and pin. So we can connect the two and more than three girder and three rolled steel from the bolts. So either use or in combination of two or three units joined with the bolt. It is a very important and very useful for the large opening area, and also superimposed loads are heavy. And next is RCC lintel. RCC lintel is a very common use in the construction work. RCC lintel. and we can also use upon the window and upon the doors. And this is the combination of the concrete and reinforcement and full form of the RCC, reinforced cement concrete lintel, and this is the common use, and they may be precast. We can the precast at the site, and we can also construction at the time for this construction work. So for smaller span and precast concrete lintel are used, and depth of lintels are depends on the span, and depth of lintel are depends on the span. So we will also judge how much the depth of the span and how much breadth of the span. So this is depend on the construction work. So it is RCC lintel. After that, I am talking about arches. What is the arches? What is the arches? आपने देखा होगा कि आर्चिस एक शोभा बढ़ाने के लिए और जो है खूबसूरत बढ़ाने के लिए और बहुत अच्छे से अलग अलग शेप के आपने गेट देखे होंगे। जो मेन गेट होगा उस पर भी आपने आर्चिस देखे होंगे। तो वी विल टॉक about the arches. So this is the main diagram of the arches. Main diagram of the arches. You can see it. This is abutment area. This is abutment area, and this is the span between the two pole and two wall space. Okay. Suppose that column A and column B. Column A between column B distance called as the span. Called as the span. And this is the radius. This is the radius curve, and center line of the arch is called as the crown. Crown. This is called as the crown. So this stone is called as the keystone, and outside layer is called as the astrados, and inner side layer of the arch is called as the intrados, and outside layer of the arch is called as the intrados, and inner side layer of the arch is called as the intrados. Okay, astrados and intrados. And this is haunch area, corner of the starting point of the arch, and this is abutment area, and this is the height of arches. This is the height of arches called as the rise. Called as the rise. It is called as the basically rise. It is called as the rise. So this is center line. So you can see all over diagram of the arches. This is very important diagram for the students. And next is types of arches. Next is types of arches. Types of arches basically very important for the exam, for the knowledge. Arches based on the geometric base. Based on the geometric base. And arches is basically divided into following 9 categories and 9 types. Arches is divided into 9 types. You can see on the slides. So this is the types of arches. First is flash arch, and second is semicircular arch, and third is segmental arch, fourth is relieving arch, fifth is parabolic arch, sixth is trefoil arch, and seven is augie arch, and eight is multifoil arch, and last and ninth is basket handle arch. So this is the types of all over types of arches. Arches is basically divided into 9 category. Basically divided into 9 category. Number 1, flat arch. You can see the diagram of the flat arch. This is very flat arch, not a circular and semicircular arch. This is flat arch. We can use the flat arch in the construction work of the window and door, and arch having a horizontal intradose, and arch having a horizontal intradose with the washer and radiating from the center below, often built from the slide camber to allow the settling, is called a flat or jack arches. So second name is flat arches, French arches, a flat arch with the washer and inclined to the same angle at the east side of the center. The mortar joint do not therefore radiate to the common center, not technically a proper arch end of the form. So this is the about flat or jack arch. And next is, you can see semicircular arch. Semicircular arch. So semicircular arch and second name is Roman arch. So name is same. Semicircular arch. You can see on the slide. This is the semicircular arch. Half. This is the semicircular arch. It's very simple construct to design, and there is complex geometry or cutting of bricks or cutting of bricks. We can also made from the bricks. Semicircular arch also made from the bricks, and we can also use the first class brick. Okay, so it's semicircular shape with the all the bricks facing toward the center of the arches, toward the center of the arches. A wonderful view. Two or three rows of bricks are layered to add decorative touch to the beauty of the building. This is very useful arches for the beauty, making the beauty for the your building, your house. And next type is segmental arches. This is the types of segmental arch. The types of segmental arch. The procedure is similar to the semicircular arch, but but as the curve is less than semicircle, the curve is less than semicircle. This is a copy of the semicircular arch, but curve is very less compared to the semicircular arch. So, what less than the semicircle, the center will lie below the springing line. Will lie below the springing line. This is the springing line. You can see this is arrow. So, this is springing line. This is below lie the springing line. Okay, so this is called as the segmental rise, segmental arch. You can see the shape of the segmental arch and also diagram of segmental arch. Okay, so this is known as the segmental arch. And next is parabolic arch. This is using for the main gate and any ancient construction and any modern technology. And this is the very beautiful arch using for the main gate. And next is relieving arch. Next is relieving arch. You can see the relieving arch. An arch built over a lintel to relieve distribute the weight of the wall above, called also discharging arch. This is also called as the discharging arch. And construction of the relieving arch, we will also use the brick for this construction and stone for this construction. But we will use the bricks for the relieving arches, the first class brick. First class should be first class brick, and I will also discussed in previous slides, we need a first class brake and compressive strength should be 10.5 Newton per mm square, and water absorption capacity is very low, like as the not more than, should be not more than 20% of the dry weight. Okay, so we will also made from the stone. So stone is very durable, we need a very durable and very strengthful. So after the cutting, after the dressing of the stone, we can use in this arches. Next is trefoil arches. This is the very beautiful arches and also used for the temple gate, also used for the temple face. This is called as the trefoil arch because you can count the arch one, two, three, one, two, three. Three corner is also three arches is also available in this arch. So it is called as the trefoil arch. One, two, three. You can also count one, two, three. It is called as the trefoil arch. This is used for the temple. Next is multifoil arch. Multifoil arch. Arches is available in the large, you can see it on the diagram, large quantity like one, two, three, three of more than three, four, five, six, that is. So this is also used for the temple, like that the one, two, three, four, five, six, seven arches is available in this temple. This is called as the multifoil arches. This is called as the multifoil arches. And next arches is, this is also used for the temple. Augie arches. Augie arches shape and size is different from the other arches. You can see on the this diagram. This is called as the augie arches because shape in augie. So according the shape and size called as the augie arches. Next and last, basket handle arches. This is the types of basket handle, like the basket handle. You have also know the about the balls basket handle. So this is the basket handle arch, a three-slanted arch, that is the somewhat flat and giving the effect of a false ellipse. It is called as the basket arches. Okay, so this is the all over about the arches and lintel, and we have already discussed about the lintels. Lintels is divided into six category and arches is also divided into nine category. Okay, so thank you very much for listening me.